Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as we have started a new month, and that month is May. And so really the question is currently, who is going to go away in May? Will it be the bulls or the bears? Now, over on YouTube, under the community tab of my channel, I did a poll to see what you all were thinking about who would actually go away in the month of May. And it looks like right now, out of 186 votes, you all think the bears will go away in May, and only 44% of you think the bulls will go away. And so the community over here on YouTube does appear to be bullish on Bitcoin, as the majority of you currently think the bears are going to go away in the month of May. Now, with that being said, if we jump over here to the open interest for Bitcoin on Deribit, you can see that the call open interest is actually greater than the put open interest. So again, this would be bullish. Calls are basically a bullish bet, and puts are basically your bearish bet. And so for the May monthly expiration date, which is May 27th, the open interest does appear to be bullish or in favor of the calls currently. Now, if we take a little deeper dive into the actual call open interest and put open interest down here on the chart, we see a maximum pain price of 41,000. Now, if you're not familiar with max pain price, in theory, the price will gravitate towards the max pain strike price, which would cause the maximum number of options to close worthless, in this case for the May monthly expiration date. And so if we highlight the put open interest, we can see that they really pick up from 40,000 on down, with the majority of them sitting around the 30,000 level. On the flip side, if we highlight the call open interest, we really see the majority of the volume starting probably around 44,000 on up. However, if we take a look at the 40,000 level, we can see kind of an even volume on calls and puts. And so 40,000 right now, since Bitcoin's price is trading around 38.5, is probably going to be the first major battle for the bulls to get the price above, if they have any hopes of getting to this 44,000. But if the bears step up and take control of the battlefield, they're looking to push this price back down towards 30,000. And once we get into the charts, you will see where this 30,000 level does come in as a level of support. So with that being said, let's jump to the charts. And we will start with the 1 week candles over here for Bitcoin. The last weekly candle that just closed yesterday. Last week's candle did wick down into this support level that we were watching of around 37.5. The line did hold. And so as long as Bitcoin's price can stay above 37.5, it does have a possible chance of moving up. But if this level breaks, then Bitcoin's price could definitely be headed back down towards this 32.9 or 33,000, or even as low as the previous lows back here, which come in at around 30,000 to 28.8. Now, if I drop in our Fibonacci levels, you can see the 786 level, or around 40,600, did act as resistance on last week's candle, and Bitcoin did reject from that level and close below. And so again, this weekly candle, if the bulls have any hope of pushing this price higher, they need a close essentially above 786 or 40,006. If they can get that close above that, then their first target would more than likely be around 43,000, and then from there 45.5 would be this level of resistance that it ran into previously. But first, the buyers need to step up and get this price above the 786 Fibonacci level, which again is around 40,006. Now on the flip side, the bears are looking to push this price down below 37.5. If Bitcoin's price gets a close below 37.5. It's all right if it wicks down below. We saw that back here on this candle, but it still managed to hold above the line and eventually push towards the top side. So I'm not concerned about wicks down below. I am really interested in whether or not the price closes below. If we get a close below 37.5, then I would look for the price to continue to sell off towards around 33,000, which would be previous support back here. And if that line fails to hold, then we're looking back at around 28.8, call it 29,000 to 30,000. The next level I'd be looking at is probably the 1272 on the Fibonacci, and that's going to run us at around 23,000. I would not expect that to happen in a 1 week candle move, but that level would be on my radar if we continue to see week over week Bitcoin selling off. This level could come into play sometime this summer in the next couple months. However, as long as the Bitcoin price stays above 37.5, there is the possibility for a move back towards the top side. Now, if we jump over here to the daily chart, in my last video, I had mentioned how Bitcoin was breaking down through this trend line, which had been acting as support, and now it's actually acting as resistance. I had a secondary trend line drawn in from the wicks, which a lot of people don't count the wicks. I actually am interested in wicks. They are part of a price action. And so this lower trend line has come in as support back here just a couple days ago. And so with that being said, I would look for this trend line to continue to be support, a break down below and a close below this bottom trend line. Then there is the possibility we could see a further sell-off, and then the next level of support would be the 786 level on the Fibonacci's, and that would come in at around 36,250, which if we look back and check our 6, right back here, that was actually a level of support. 36,250 was a level of support here and has acted as support as well here. So on the daily candles, if we see a continuation of this sell-off, then I really want to see this 786 level hold, and that's going to be at 36,250. Now, if that level breaks, then we're more than likely headed back down towards this 33,000 level. And then after that, like we saw over on the weekly candles, we're looking at 28.8 or call it 29, 30,000. But if buyers start to step up and we have put in a bottom perhaps, then the first level Bitcoin's price really needs a close above is going to be the 618 level. It is now acting as resistance, but if the price can close above 618 over here on the daily candles, and that would be a close above, call it 38.8, that could then be the catalyst for continued buy pressure to push up towards the 50% level, which would be that 40,500 or 40,600 level, which we have seen as pretty good resistance recently. After that, then we're looking up at the 38.2 level, and that's going to put us right around, let's call it 42.5, and there is more than likely going to be quite a bit of resistance there. However, if we do get the price to close up in that area, that would put the price of Bitcoin back above these EMA ribbons. And as you can see, the EMA ribbons have actually flipped, and we have our reds and yellows on top of our blues and greens, and that is a bearish signal. So over here on the daily chart with the flip of the EMA ribbons, this is actually bearish. And so it is possible we see the price come up to the ribbons and reject and sell back off. Now, with that all being said, you do need to also proceed into this week with some caution when trading Bitcoin, as this Wednesday there will be a lot of focus on the Fed meeting, and depending on what comes out of that meeting could really have a lot of buy or sell pressure on the price of Bitcoin. It's not uncommon for me to trade on Wednesday after the Fed meeting. It's typically fairly easy to catch a decent trade in whichever direction the market has decided to move. But again, you should proceed with caution because I have seen a lot of fake outs right after the meeting. You'll get a pump or a dump only to reverse. So again, this week, I would really proceed with caution when trading Bitcoin. And with that all being said, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So if anything happens major on the charts, I will do an update video. So you might want to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And for those of you who have actually joined the channel membership, I will see your membership badge next to your name, and I will give priority to answering your questions first. So, with that all being said, in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.